Hello, we are here today with Joe and Victoria Ramirez. They are the founders of Joseph Chris Partners, and they will answer a few questions for us on the history of JCP. Joe, what lessons did you learn growing up to make you a successful entrepreneur?
That's a pretty open question, but I'll tell you that I learned early in life that it's important to know the difficulties in finding good jobs, developing good jobs, and then keeping a good job over a period of time. I learned from the jobs that I had that you had to be an outstanding performer to be able to say that you could control your own destiny in life. So hard work, perseverance, persistence, all of those qualities were important in getting ahead, and I was able to confirm that those qualities did help me.
Okay, great. And Victoria, tell us about your childhood beginnings and what tools it gave you in bettering your life as well as your family's.
I started very humble beginnings. My father passed away when I was 6 years old and left 5 siblings. So I saw my mother working and doing everything that a woman and a man do around the house. And so she was a perfectionist, and I guess I copied her habits. And I started working when I was 13 and all the way till high school. And I knew that working hard, being honest, doing what your employer expects from you, and having good habits helped me in my job and in my household and in my family.
Joe, what was your business journey like before you started Joseph Chris Partners?
Well, I was laid off at my first 2 jobs, and I learned early that I had to have more control over my destiny. Being unemployed with a wife and a child is scary. So I elected to go into sales as opposed to a corporate position and be good at it because I knew I could predict my own success. So I learned very early that I could make serious earnings by working hard and being persistent.
Okay, and Victoria, how did you partner with your husband, Joe, in growing the business?
Well, I was in the administration office. I did payroll and quarterly reports, and I pretty much stayed in my office. I really didn't bother him, but I was in control of all the finances, and just whatever it needed to be done, I did it. And I never complained about him working many hours. So I understood that he had to work long hours and work hard for us to be able to continue the business. And that's about he had my support.
What are the reasons why Joseph Chris Partners has lasted 40 years in spite of going through many downturns?
Well, that's easy. Maintain a high level of liquidity in terms of retained earnings. I looked at 6 months of income to fall back on in terms of savings. The second thing is by maintaining 3 or 4 different areas of specialization so that if one area fell, the other 3 could help to maintain the level of a revenue stream. I think having a staff of very marketing-oriented people, being able to chase jobs, being able to market their candidates, all these are critical in maintaining a high level of activity from everyone.
Describe Veronica as a child.
Veronica as a child was a very active child. She wanted to do a lot of things. She was a go-getter, liked to be active, play a lot of games, and didn't know the word no. She was persistent, and I think that helped her a lot in her business.
Winning for Veronica was the main goal. She's driven, she's very persistent, she always has something to prove, and I was convinced in basketball when she was taking 3-pointers and dominating a game that she could succeed in any sales or marketing environment that was service oriented.
How did both of you prepare your daughter for running the company?
Well, knowing Veronica, that she was very proactive, very positive, we let her grow in sports to the point where she found a lot of success, and we emphasized her getting involved in things which would build her personality. She helped us with folding resumes into envelopes, putting the bulk rating of the envelopes and distributing them in certain packets or groups. She became involved very early in the process of my activity, which we started at home in terms of the operations side of the business. And she learned and expressed an interest in becoming very involved in sports and in the recruiting business. So we gave her certain assignments, certain tasks that where she thrived in competition. So that's pretty much how we prepared her.
What are you most proud of Joseph Chris Partners today?
Well, I think the longevity and sustaining people over a long period of time in any service industry or professional group is difficult. We were able to do that because we were focused on across the board within the real estate industry in different areas. And I think the fact that we developed several extremely high producers in various locations, and these people have an extraordinary amount of success, especially considering the fact that most had no recruiting experience before coming here. So I think the ability to train people and bring them into very high levels of income is the most significant.
What advice do you have for young entrepreneurs?
Well, I think developing very results-oriented habits, consistently setting goals, looking at the competition. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. You have to look at others that has pioneered the industry that you're in, and look for areas of improvement, trends that growing companies have, and what they do. So I think that over time we have to prove ourselves, earn our wings every day in terms of knowing what our customers expect in terms of the candidate, a high-level discerning candidate, and a very high-level discerning company, because industry competition is our biggest competitor, our biggest potential area of downfall. So growing within the industry so we're always offering more than our competition is really important.
How do both of you want to be remembered?
On my part, I would like to be remembered as someone that started in a family of poverty, and learning what obstacles that we would have to deal with in our quest for success, and being able to achieve those levels of high income that was completely generated from within our own sweat and tears and growth. So, and I'm very proud of the family that we have raised, the levels of integrity and the levels of success that they have had.
And I would like to be remembered as a person that grew up in the humble beginnings and was able to be successful in the business, and helping other people that are not that are more needed than we were, and also be able to have a good family, raise them well. They copy from us, see that's what we did or used to do, because we retired, and that would be it.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.